Alright, this was boat pool. Just got done skating in Anaheim, California at Ponderosa Skate Park. It's probably like 2018. It was three of us. One of the homies was taking off, so the homie Nick shot me a look and he's like, down for a barge or what? And I was like, fuck it, I'm down. Let's go. So we start heading into like Stanton, borderline Stanton, Anaheim. And stop at one of those fruit vendors, grab a cup of fruit real quick, so I was hungry as shit. And so we go into this neighborhood. It's the type of neighborhood that, there's one way in and one way out. You go into like a narrow street, and then it goes in, makes like a huge rectangle, and comes right back out. That neighborhood was tight, so tight. All the houses were just so close together, I was like, God damn, this shit looks sketchy. But, we parked probably like three houses down. There wasn't any cars in the driveway. On the street, they were all in the driveways. But the house we went to, there was no cars there. And we started knocking on the door, like hard. Hey, like, is anyone home? Fucking trying to see if anyone comes through, but there was no cars in the driveway. My homie had been there already. He had skated it before. And I was like, alright, I don't think there's anyone home, man. Let's fucking barge this shit. So we hopped the fence, the side fence, like jump on a trash can, jump over the fence. It was pretty loud considering, how close those fucking houses were to each other. We get back there, see a beautiful pool, dude. It was like a right hand. It looked like a sock, It was like a right angle. It looked like a sock. It was a blue pool with classic bull nose, California, like nice transition, like really good pool. And the shallow was just kind of like a square, and then it made a right into that bowl. But anyway, we started cleaning it out. We didn't have any cleaning materials because we were fucking rookies. And I mean, it was a barge, but I mean, at least a broom would have been good, So we're hand scooping leaves and shit. And there was a boat in the pool. That's why it's called boat pool. We take the boat out, and there was just a bunch of pictures of some person inside the boat, like glued and shit. It was fucking weird, but. Anyway, we take that shit out and we start taking some turns in the pool, It's probably like my third pool. I hadn't really skated that many pools then, And the dude that took me there, my homie Nick, I mean, he skated a dozen, like a bunch of pools. So we're skating, it's probably like 8 minutes in. And then we start hearing sirens and shit, and we're like, it's a fucking ambulance, So we keep skating, and they're getting closer. The sirens are getting closer and closer, and I'm like, yo, like, are you sure you think those are sirens, He's like, dude, that's definitely an ambulance, I'm like, alright. And we hear them on the street, we're like, shit, dude, that ain't no fucking ambulance. And we're looking over the fence. I'm looking over one side of the house, he's looking over the other towards the front, and he's like, dude, there's a cop. And I was like, shit. So we grab our boards, and luckily the house behind that one, it was under construction. It was just like a frame, like a frame of a house. Hop over that shit, and I'm like, hey, let's just walk casual, like, like we live in this neighborhood. And a cop pulls right on us, and he pulls out his gun, and he's like pointing it at us. He's like, get the fuck on the ground, And we're like, fuck, like trying to hold our boards up, like, hey, we're just skating, or we're just skaters. And we're on the ground, and he's like pointing the gun at us. He's like, don't fucking move or I'll shoot you, And we're both handcuffed, and he stands us up, or his partners come, and then they stand us up. And he's like, what are you guys doing here? And we're just like, look, we were just skating this pool. There's an empty pool back there. We're just skateboarders. And probably like 4 sheriffs. Because the area we were in, it was like in between Stanton and Anaheim, is like a, what is it? It's just like a zone where the sheriff, it's only, like it's in between 2 cities, so the sheriffs kind of control that zone. So we're trying to explain to them, like, hey, there's an empty pool back there. I swear we were just skating, like we didn't go in the house or anything like that. They separate us, put us in 2 cars, and they're each asking us questions and shit. I mean, we gave them the same goddamn story. Like, we're there to fucking skate the pool. That's it. It feels good when, like, you didn't do a crime. Like, you don't have to come up with a story. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's what you were doing, other than trespassing. But we didn't have to get our story straight or anything like that. So they go back there, I guess, to to see what was going on. They come back and they're like, did one of you guys leave a fruit cup back there? And I'm like, yeah, that shit's mine, dude. Like, honestly, like, we were just here to skate. I was hungry on the way, so I grabbed some food, and I mean, luckily there was no one home. Like, so they couldn't contact, like, the person that lived there. The person that called the cops, they didn't have that person's phone number or anything like that. And they were like, we can't get a hold of this person that lives here, so we're gonna have to search your car. I was like, search it? That's fine. And I gave the cop my keys, but dude, I had like a whole trunk full of illegal fireworks in there. And I was like, well, fuck, if I'm not going down for this, I'm going down for that. And they come back, and we're chopping it up with them, like talking to them and shit. They're like, who's your favorite skater? All that, like small bullshit talk. Sheriffs are cooler than city cops. They're more relaxed and shit, I feel like. And if you talk to them right, like, maybe you can get away with it. But we were chopping it up with them. They come back. The guy gives me my keys, and he's like, just looking at me like, all right, I didn't find anything in there. You guys are good to go. Just be careful, all right? And he's like, don't ever fucking come back here, And fuck, man, we got away with that one, but that could have been a close call, dude. Anyway, that was fucking first pool I ever barged, and that's it.